Hi, it's EJ Tutor here. Today we're going to be looking at Latin principal parts, and stay tuned for a quick snippet of infinitives as well. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Leave a comment if you've got any questions. Right, so principal parts. Principal parts are just a fancy way of saying the 4 different terms that you get in the vocab list when you're looking at any verb. So each verb has 4 principal parts, hence why there are 4 different words that appear in the vocab list when you are learning your verb. These 4 parts make up absolutely anything you will need to know about the verb. So let's take our basic first conjugation verb, amo. In the vocab list you will see it written amo, amare, amavi, amatus, sometimes amatum, don't worry. Not much difference at all. So why have we got these 4? Well, let's look at them individually. So amo on its own, this just means I love. Your basic first person singular indicative active. If any of these terms are confusing you, then check out my video that I will put in a link here. Okay, so that's your first principal part, nicely dealt with. Second, amare. This also isn't too bad. This is your present active infinitive, so to love. That is always going to be the second principal part, the present active infinitive, and this is particularly useful when trying to figure out what conjugation a verb belongs to. For more information on that, check out my video that I will link here. Thirdly, you have your third principal part, amavi. This is your perfect first person singular active indicative, so I loved. That is always necessary because these often have difficult stems. They will become easier to figure out the more vocabulary you learn, but to begin with you really need to make sure you are learning your stem. Consider third conjugation verbs like rego. The third principal part is rexy, which you couldn't predict very well from rego. And then you have your fourth principal part, which is amatus. So amatus is your perfect passive participle, your PPP, as we shall affectionately call it. There are only 3 different tenses of participles that you need in Latin, the subject of another video, but this is your perfect passive participle, which translates as having been something. So here, having been loved. And that concludes our principal parts. Now, I did promise a quick discussion of infinitives as well, so here is an interesting fact. You can create a perfect infinitive, so to have loved, by using your third principal part, your perfect stem, amavi, and you just add isse, I-double-S-E, onto the end. Amavisse is to have loved, and that is how you always form your perfect active infinitive. Fun fact, there you go. Any questions, as always, let me know in the comment section below, or follow a link to my website in the description of this video. Okay, I will see you next time.